Good evening. I was reading some stories from kids. They were telling stories about what they did in past lives, and then people checked it out and it was confirmed, right? And I know that there is research done on this, quite a lot of it actually. And I was wondering about why it's from kids. I don't hear 25-year-olds talking about past lives very much. And I think it's got something to do with agreements. See, I had the same experience actually. Things happened to me when I was a kid, and then it stopped happening when I was about 12. And I didn't think about it, but I went through a period when I was quite frustrated. And this is what I think happened. It's got something to do with agreements. Because, this is what happened to me. I came to school, I got friends, I got into groups. And within these groups and with these friends, agreements was important. For example, what pants should you get? You didn't want to come to school or to your group with the wrong kind of pants. And I noticed this. I knew this was the rule, right? So I got the correct pants. This was important. Which is stupid, really. But this is how it worked. And if you didn't wear the correct pants, you were made to feel sort of bad and almost guilty, as if you committed a crime. Really stupid stuff. But this is how groups work. This is my experience. Groups, they will agree on stupid things. An individual, if you talk to a person, you can agree on some good stuff, But if you're talking to a group, you can only agree on stupid stuff. Like, what kind of pants do you wear? And they will agree, Now, if you come to your school and talk to all the students and you say, I believe in reincarnation. I had this experience. They will never agree on this, of course not. They will agree that you're full of shit. Right. Well, individuals might agree with you, but not the group. I think this is where it's starting. And I was objecting to all this when I was 13, 14, 15 years old. I didn't like it. I noticed that there was a pressure, but I couldn't get out of it. Not when I was this age. Later, it happened. I started to just not care about what people thought. And that's been the story of my life, basically. And another one is guilt. You see? They will make the kid feel guilty about something, anything. And the kid, he didn't do anything, but he will be made to feel guilty. He will learn about this. Guilt is a big trap for a spirit. I mean, you see now, ideologies, they are built on this thing. They will make you feel guilty about being alive. Oh, you're breathing, you're eating. You are destroying the planet. Just disagreeing is actually a crime these days, isn't it? They made it a crime to disagree with the authorities. They did this medical experiment, perfect example. They made people feel guilty. If they didn't participate, they did a very bad thing. See? So they build this thing around guilt. This is groups doing this. You know? So I don't know. I think it's a good idea, first of all, to sort of get rid of your guilt and say, I don't care what you say. You know, I will not feel guilty about this stuff. Get rid of it. And then stop listening to groups. Well, that's what I think. Just don't listen to it. When it comes from a group, committee, or a political party or something, you know, any club, or, you know, if it's coming from a group, well, maybe you should just ignore it. And don't care, not care about any of this stuff. You know. I think with the kids, it's very important to teach them courage, because that was what I was lacking when I was 13, 14 years old. If I was more courageous around that age, things would have been much better for me. Courage came a bit later. Right. Okay. I just wanted to talk about this. Be good.